Hello, and welcome. Today, we embark on a journey to uncover the truth behind the headlines and the sound bites that shape our world. In today's political landscape, the line between fact and fiction is often difficult to see, especially when powerful voices are amplified and repeated across countless platforms. The information we receive is filtered, spun, and sometimes distorted, making it harder than ever to know what's real. Recently, former President Donald Trump made several high-profile claims during a 60 Minutes interview. These statements have sparked widespread debate and demand careful scrutiny as they touch on issues that affect millions of Americans. Our goal is to present the facts, supported by credible evidence and historical records, so you can draw your own informed conclusions. We believe that transparency and accuracy are essential for a functioning democracy. In this chapter, we'll carefully dissect 18 specific claims made by the former president, covering a wide range of topics, from the state of the economy and jobs to election integrity and public safety. Each point will be examined in detail. This is about cutting through the noise, setting aside partisan spin, and ensuring that we all share a common understanding of reality, no matter our background or beliefs. A healthy democracy depends on this shared reality. When facts are disputed or ignored, public discourse suffers, and trust in our institutions begins to erode. So, let's begin the process of separating rhetoric from reality and work together to unravel the truth. We start with a claim central to Trump's narrative: the 2020 election was stolen. Despite numerous lawsuits and investigations, no credible evidence of widespread fraud was found. Courts, including those with Trump-appointed judges, dismissed these claims. Election officials and the Department of Justice confirmed the election's integrity. Yet, this unfounded claim persists, deepening national divides. Recently, Trump claimed that grocery prices are down, implying that Americans are feeling some relief at the checkout counter. He suggested that under his leadership, the cost of everyday essentials has become more manageable for families across the country. This message was delivered as part of a broader narrative about economic recovery and stability, aiming to reassure the public that things are improving. However, data from the Consumer Price Index tells a different story, showing a steady and persistent rise in grocery prices over the past few years. While it's true that the rate of price increases has slowed recently, the overall cost of groceries has not actually gone down. Instead, it remains significantly higher than before. Everyday staples like eggs, bread, and milk are noticeably more expensive than they were just a few years ago, putting extra strain on household budgets. Several factors have contributed to this trend, including ongoing supply chain disruptions, global economic uncertainty, and persistent inflation that continues to affect food prices. For most families, the reality at the checkout counter is clear. Grocery bills are higher than ever, and the promise of lower prices remains out of reach for many Americans. Trump stated there was no inflation during his term, painting a picture of economic stability. In reality, inflation existed every year of his presidency, though at lower rates than in 2022. The Bureau of Labor Statistics reported annual inflation rates during his term. Massive government spending in 2020 contributed to later inflationary pressures. The claim of no inflation ignores both data and the economic context of his administration. During his presidency, Donald Trump made a bold claim that foreign countries invested a staggering $17 trillion in the United States. This eye-popping number was touted as evidence of unprecedented economic success and global confidence in the U.S. economy. The statement made headlines and was repeated at rallies and press conferences, fueling the narrative of a booming America under his leadership. But when we look at the official numbers from the Bureau of Economic Analysis, the reality is very different. The actual amount of foreign investment during that period was just over $1 trillion, far less than what was claimed. The $17 trillion figure is not just an exaggeration. It's a massive overstatement with no factual basis. Economists and analysts quickly pointed out that such a number simply doesn't add up. To put things in perspective, the entire U.S. GDP in 2020 was about $21 trillion. Claiming $17 trillion in new foreign investment would mean nearly the whole economy was matched by outside money, which is simply implausible. Such a claim paints a picture of an economic boom that, according to all credible data, just didn't happen. The numbers don't support the story. In the end, The $17 trillion claim is a fabrication, one that's been thoroughly debunked by experts and official sources alike. Trump claimed drug boats are killing 25,000 Americans, painting a vivid but inaccurate picture. While maritime smuggling is a challenge, most fentanyl enters through official ports. The DEA and other agencies find no evidence supporting the drug boat narrative. The number 25,000 is arbitrary, with no data linking it to a specific smuggling method. Misrepresenting the issue distracts from real challenges at ports of entry. Trump claimed the Insurrection Act was invoked 28 times, normalizing its use. Historically, the act has been used sparingly, not frequently. Legal scholars document its use only a handful of times. The claim of 28 invocations is a fabrication, altering the debate on presidential power. Deploying the military domestically is a serious decision, not routine. Trump claimed he ended 8 wars, suggesting a legacy of peace. No recognized list of 8 wars ended during his presidency exists. Major engagements in Afghanistan, Iraq, and Syria continued. The claim is a rhetorical flourish, not a factual account of foreign policy achievements. It misrepresents his record as a peacemaker. Trump accused CBS of airing a biased interview with Kamala Harris 3 days before the election. In reality, both campaigns' interviews aired 9 days before the election. The timing was standard for a pre-election special, not a last-minute surprise. The claim of a 3-day gap is a misstatement, altering the narrative. It falsely suggests a media conspiracy that didn't occur. Trump claimed Biden gave $350 billion in aid to Ukraine, a colossal exaggeration. Actual U.S. aid to Ukraine is around $75 billion, including military and humanitarian assistance. The claim is off by hundreds of billions, misleading the public. A serious policy discussion requires real figures, not inflated numbers. The debate over aid must be based on facts, not shocking but baseless claims. Trump claimed Democrats prioritize welfare for undocumented migrants, distorting their position. Federal law makes undocumented immigrants ineligible for most welfare benefits. Some states offer limited aid, but it's not a federal policy. The claim conflates local initiatives with a non-existent national agenda. It misrepresents the debate over government spending. Trump claimed foreign countries are sending released criminals to the U.S. No evidence supports this claim, which resembles a conspiracy theory. U.S. agencies find no systematic effort by foreign governments to empty prisons. The claim demonizes migrants, painting them as criminals. It's a fear-inducing narrative without factual basis. Trump claimed 25 million migrants entered the U.S. under Biden, a massive exaggeration. The figure conflates several statistics, misrepresenting the data. Encounters at the border are events, not individuals. Many encounters result in immediate expulsion, with significant double counting. The actual number of new migrants is far less than claimed. Trump claimed many presidents used the Insurrection Act, including Eisenhower. Historically, the act has been used rarely, not frequently. Eisenhower invoked it once, not many times. The claim attempts to create a false precedent for its use. The act is a tool of last resort, not routine. Trump claimed he won a legal dispute with 60 Minutes, misleading the context. There was no formal lawsuit. He released raw footage as a PR move. The broadcast aired as planned, with no legal victory. The claim reframes a PR tactic as a legal win. It bolsters his narrative of media persecution. Trump denied instructing the DOJ, contradicting his public statements. He repeatedly called for investigations into political opponents. His campaign promises to use the DOJ against rivals. The claim ignores his extensive record of interference. It's at odds with his own words and actions. Trump claimed Pelosi was forced into impeachment by radicals, misrepresenting events. Pelosi's decision was based on the Ukraine scandal, not political pressure. The whistleblower complaint was the turning point. Her shift was a constitutional duty, not capitulation. The claim omits crucial context, altering the narrative. Trump claimed the Presidential Records Act allowed him to take documents, misreading the law. The act states official records belong to the U.S. government. Norah takes custody of records when a president leaves office. The claim contradicts the statute's purpose. It's a fundamental misinterpretation of the law. Trump reiterated the 2020 election was rigged, a persistent narrative. No credible evidence supports this claim, debunked by courts and officials. The narrative has profound consequences, including the January 6th attack. It sows distrust in the democratic process. The facts show Joe Biden won the 2020 election. After examining 18 claims, a pattern of exaggeration and fabrication emerges. Facts are the currency of democracy, essential for meaningful debate. Alternate realities erode trust in institutions and the free press. Truth is not subjective. There are facts and falsehoods. Our job is to demand accountability and a discourse grounded in evidence. Thank you for watching.